Hello. Well, that was very strange. Intro wasn't working. Anything is and Father Miller not here as yet. So a bit straight. Here, let's see if I can get the intro thing working now. That was really bizarre. Again. Hello, everybody. Still no Father Miller. I have no idea where he is. I hope he's not indisposed. I hope everything is good. So here's what we'll do. Oh, 1 second. Having serious internet connection problems. Trying on my phone. Ooh. Okay, fine. I'll tread water. I can do that, baby. I can do it. Again, we had gremlins or satanic demons in the interwebs. Trying to get us started. Which must mean we have matters of great import to talk about. Right? Because again, if the Satan, or as we call them, the Satan, wants to stop us, they must be lofty matters indeed. So, there you go. I don't know if your Father Bill has been following this. We are having a kiddish tomorrow. And my wife has been cooking and baking a storm. It's a bit tense, right? It's a bit tense upstairs. I'm staying under the radar. But I got to give a speech tomorrow. It's going to be like a homily. And I don't know how it's going to go down. I guess we'll find out. See, my thing is, in this past year, because we're coming up to Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, which is we view as kind of like a rebooting reality, right? Give it a couple of minutes. It'll come back. Whatever. Actually, you know what I did? If you have cell service, right? I got rid of my router, which is plugged into the phone line, because that was garbage. I was getting like really low speeds on it, and like unworkably low, and it kept going out. It was really awful. So I got a router where I could put a SIM card in. And now it's not great. Look, my iPhone, I get like, if I do a speed test, it gets like 80 megabit, right? And if I do, don't remember, I was looking for you on Twitter. Are you off Twitter? Did they boot you off Twitter? I'm glad to see you. You put a SIM card in it, and again, it gets good service. I guess like 20, 30 megabit, like nothing insane. But like, it's good, and it's steady. So if you have self-service, but I think you're in the middle of nowhere, right? I think you're in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, so I'm reflecting over the year. And it's been an incredible year. And it's a year where I've decided I've seen not one, but the two worst, gravest sins I personally witnessed over the past year, right? It's like to me it's off the charts, and it seems strange not to talk about that. I don't understand why that would be off limits. I don't know. These are public things, right? These are very public things. The thing that I think is the gravest sin I've ever seen. We have this. We Jewish people, we live in exile, even though we were in. I got Twitter for posting side by side. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember you saying that was a pain in the ass. I hate Twitter. I really do. And one thing of the Messianic age I'm going to have to insist on is a social media which is nice, right? Which treats everybody equally, and there's terms and services, and basically be kind to each other. Wouldn't that be lovely? Like can you imagine a social media when people try to have Christian value, right? That's an idea. I don't know. I think it's good. I think that I think it'll make life much happier. I'm not sure that's the same. So anyway, yeah. So I also discovered, right, that we have this thing called halacha, which is Jewish law, right? Firstly, I got a reasonably good head for it. It's complicated. I can remember bits that I want to remember. Where I go, like, I can, it's not that complicated. But secondly, it turns out I'm one of the only people, probably one of the only people who think Jewish law matters. Okay, I think God ripped a tear in time, space, and reality, right? To communicate to humanity and give them a book, a guidebook for life. That's what we call the Bible. That's the old. We call the Old Testament the Torah. The Torah, we call it Torah Chaim, the guidebook for life. Right, Chaim is life. And that's essentially what Jewish law is. Jewish law is a execution. Well, Father Minute is saying, so I got the router rebooted and the Twitter link is very, very slow. Hope to be there soon. I'm about to go to office space on my router. I don't know what that means. Enjoy Office Space. I think it's a movie, isn't it? Dr. Alex is here. How you doing, sir? Oh, I gave you favorable mention on a couple of videos. What was it? Are they, when they're coming out? I think I'm probably on the Big Finish one, right? I got a Big Finish review. It's coming out tomorrow. And I said again, I would much rather be listening to yours. I really would. It's like I would much rather be listening to yours. Baseball bat to a bad printer. Thank you. Fine, now I understand. I was like, I'm glad I only got one, not two Big Finish. So I do put. I gave you one because I was, and I'm like so behind, and I really want to listen, and they've got other crap to do. It's so annoying. What can you do? Fine. Let me just go over here. And I thought, So anyway, now it's frozen. So this it's shocking to me, like this thing about Jewish law really not mattering to most people. Like this really, I would say, massive sacrilege happened according to and every time I talk about it, it sounds like I'm being like hyperbolic, right? People say I am hyperbole. But these just seems to be the words that work. Ask me questions while I try to get this computer to work. Ask you questions. Oh, okay. What's going? I don't know what's going on in the Christian world right now. I'll tell you what. Here we got. We'll do this. I'll go over here. Here we'll go to this website. Doink. Share screen. We will share the screen, baby. Here we go. This is my rabbinic seminary, but they just rebranded. I hate their branding. Oh, it's horrible. What was it? Jewish learning, is it? Shabbat. Let's have a look, see what this week's Parsha is. That's probably a good idea. Not how to Parsha. Where is it? Weekly laws for beginners. Oh, man. How is this hard to find? Weekly Torah portion. I mean, what? Now, okay, I'm irritated now. Like this. I should have been like one click. Oh God! Like what? Fine. Do I have to do a search? No, wisdom, maybe. What's this? Ask the rabbi. No. Okay. The only thing I want the rabbi to tell me is where I'm sodding. Okay, isn't this where I am? Recipes. What? Maybe let's try themes. God, I hate this. This is annoying me. This is just annoying me. Oh. Oh, Torah portion! Found it! Oh, that was really annoying me, right? So, Kitava, we have Kitava this week. Let's have a quick look, which is a good one to... my favorite one is Avi Geller. If you have to ever give like a dissertation from the where is it from the Bible, you can't do you wrong. Then go to find this guy called Avi Geller. Where is it, man? They called it the Lively Parsha. It's so annoying, but must be in Basic because this guy's a genius. This Avi Geller guy. He's like this super high intelligent guy, and he does the introduction to the Torah portion of the week class. Like he does the first level one, and he gives you like everything that you need to know and makes it entertaining. Right? He's really good. Oh man, there's too many here. Ooh, let's go up here. What's this one? Outlooks. Yeah, we'll do a search film. Okay, this is just taking too much time. Find. We'll do Lively. Okay. Got you at last. Oh my gosh, that was really a lot of work. Fine, so let's see what the okay, we've got first fruits this week. Tithing explained well to mountain. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, this is everyone. This is a week you're supposed to talk about repentance. Fine, but yeah, that illustrates like a real central thing. So much of the Old Testament is obsessed. I mean, it's super obsessed with farming, right? With farming the land of Israel, right? It's like so much of it is about that, and it's like you will go, well, what? Wait, what? And there's so much you can like learn out of that. Hey, let's have a look. See what he has to say. Rabbi Eliyahu Kramer of Vilna called out the bailiff. Okay, you stand accused of assisting John the Christian in abandoning the faith of his fathers to join your inferior Jewish superstition. Okay, this is a weird story you're opening up with. Fine. The bailiff awaited the rabbi's reply, but only received silence. Rabbi wrapped in his tefillin, these things you wear on your head and your arm, and covered in a talit, a prayer shawl, was totally immersed in a book open before him and did not make any effort to reply. At every point in the case in the tribunal, requested reply, Rabbi totally ignored the proceedings. This all sounds like a bad idea. I mean, like this sounds like you're just trying to get your ass kicked. Okay, this better go somewhere, mate. Okay, let's go. Another year in Siberia for contempt of court, they proclaimed. Yet the rabbi kept pursuing his book. Okay. The tension rose as the sentence was about to be read. The disciples informed their rabbi, and master must not do anything right away, or we may never see you again. No, you're never going to see him again, mate. They're never going to see him again. The rabbi then proceeded to uncover the tefillin, his these boxes you wear on your head, that were covered by a tallit, and suddenly a great trembling reverberated through the courtroom. This actually is a weird tradition, that the sight of one's phylacteries, again, these boxes you wear on your head. Let me find you a picture of them. Do terrify anti-Semites. it's weird. One second, let me see if I can find a picture of tefillin. Let me do copy. Get a new window going. Get it going, baby. Let's see what's going on in the chat when I'm doing that. Try my iPad, iPhone, the two computers are all slow. Listen. What can you do, mate? What can you do? Oh, here you go. Some pictures of tefillin. Yeah, here we go. So this is them. It's like, this is what I wear every morning when I do the old Jewish prayers. If you ever watch the Frisco Kid, Gene Wilder does everything exactly right, right? He does everything perfectly. But yeah, that box on his head and box on his arm. That's the tefillin. So the one on the head, if you're a super righteous person, terrifies the anti-Semites. And the tribunals shook from fear, immediately adjourned the court and told the rabbi he was free to go. The story about the Vilna going is based on the verse in our parsha. All nations will see that God's name is upon you, is called upon you, and will fear you. Okay, well, I guess so. I guess if they see that God's on you, they'll shit themselves. And I think that's coming, mate. I do think that's coming. I think, man, is this the end of days? Is this the end of days? Should I send it via Facebook? Yeah, sorry. One second. There you go. Copy link. Let me not dox you. Look at me. Think for myself. Hey. 1 second. Miller. Let's see if that should pop. There you go. As the miller told the tale. I do like the song. Doink. It's gone. It's away, baby. It's away. So yeah. So I'm gonna this homily where during which I think here's Father Miller during which I'm going to explain a grievous sin, this grievous sin that I witnessed. Right.
I was just going to say I think Twitter's down.
Oh, that's good news. See, sign of the coming of Messiah. Twitter's down. All is right with the world. Twitter's just pure evil. Twitter is just pure evil.
So how are you? Sorry.
Very good. So as I said, I was saying we got this big thing, this Kiddush tomorrow, right? Where in which I speak, and I'm giving like a homily, right? Now the elephant in the room is this. Over the last year, I've seen not one, but number one and number two of the worst sins I've ever seen personally. Like number one, that seems to me to be a bit of an elephant in the room. We should mention that because it seems to me that if God really did rip a hole in time, space, and reality, right, and to intersect with humanity and give the Bible, right, if that actually happened, right, what God said in that should matter. Like, should matter, right? And if it doesn't, it's a bit of a problem. Now, good news though is in about 10 days is the Jewish New Year, which is the rebooting of reality. We can in fact, the first thing you say at the Jewish New Year is Hamelech, that king. You have to focus at God on good, which means you don't do stuff you want to, even if God, if God tells you to do it, you have to do it, even if you don't want to. If He tells you not to do it, you're not allowed to do it, right?
You'll get swallowed by a whale if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's just okay. Like, do we believe in that or not? Right. So anyway, one of these sins, the lesser of the two, which up until the second one happened was the worst sin I'd ever witnessed personally in my life. Number two blew it out. Number two said, "Here, hold my beer." It was insane. It was there was I had a cancellation attempt. Quite a serious one. In Judaism, it's called rechilut. It's tale-bearing. It's when you speak disparately about somebody with the intent that it makes them look bad in the third party's eyes, right? That's one of the kind. That's like, I don't know what a cardinal sin is, but it sounds like it's bad, right? You shouldn't do that, right? This is like front and center. This is like a very, very big deal. And it's so bad. Like, these people lied their asses off. Just lied their asses off to do. But this sin is such a bad sin that even if they told the truth, It would still be the same. It's still that because it's like there's no need for demonization. So anyway, what I'm going to do is forgive the people who did that. That's my plan. And say, I'm doing this because God wants. I don't want to do it. I would much rather take revenge. Because frankly, I'm very good at taking revenge. I can do that.
Revenge is fun.
Yeah, but I'm not going to because God wants me to forgive them, right? As I'm publicly,
Jesus says, turn the other cheek.
Yeah, it's not so easy. We Jews do say that. We're not for that. We're more like you get up an hour early and kill the other guy. If you can. But, and then because basically, the Jewish New Year's coming, I don't know what's happening, right? Is this the end of days? It's just what all the holy books have said the end is going to be at the end of days, right? It says it here. It is happening here. You make your own bloody mind up. I don't think you need to go to the prophets and the judges. I think Judge Judy could work this one out before the first ad break.
What day is the New Year?
It's I think Monday next week, not this Monday week.
Okay, so the deadline for the evacuation of Kabul.
No, that's before. That's this week.
No, this coming Tuesday is the deadline. They have to be out by midnight.
Right. So it's a week after that. That day though.
Oh, okay. But
that day though is the 25th day of Elul, which is the day that the books of Kabbalah say that's actually the New Year. That's when the world was created. It's like a changeover, right, between one year to the other. It starts over there. And I think wild times are a-coming, baby. I think wild times are a-coming. Okay. All I'm saying, if this is the end of days, then that's the beginning of days. And I think the last thing that the Israelites had to do to get out of Egypt, right, is to slaughter a lamb and put the blood on the doorpost, right? That's the last thing they had to do. That was a huge social taboo, right? That was a massive...
blood is sacred.
Yeah. No, but the lamb as well. It was a whole thing. Okay. It was completely taboo, right? That was a complete repudiation, rejection of Egyptian values. It's like it's not even people are ignoring God's law for any good reason. They're ignoring it because it's comfortable, because it's embarrassing. Right, that's really why it's embarrassing and uncomfortable. I didn't write the bloody Bible. I didn't write this is what it said, mate. Leave me alone. Sorry, that's what I got planned for tomorrow.
It's weird. In America, football's kicking off. College football's kicking off tomorrow, and I'm not even excited. I mean, I normally would be very excited, but with everything that's going on, I don't care.
Yeah,
I hate that feeling.
Man, it's not going to be good. It's not. Look, it's like, okay, Russia, China, and Iran are all going to systematically do whatever they can to humiliate the United States over the next month or so. Right? It's like it's impossible for that not to happen, in my opinion. Right? Biden. Everybody wants Biden out. And Biden has no idea where he is. That's the truth. Like Jen Psaki is like, it's the most successful evacuation. She sells everything with such conviction, right? I mean, she truly is the Satan.
Here we go.
Really?
Let's see if I can bring this up.
She's so satanic. What is that? Was that Tim Young? Trump was a leader. Biden gets pudding. He does a good job. He doesn't get much pudding. I
originally said this was going to last a year and a half before they tried to 25th him. Now, the one good thing is the media is finally against him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he screwed up too much. You know why the media's turned against him? He's embarrassed them.
Yeah,
that's why. He just embarrassed them because they know they look like schmucks. I mean, there's no way around it here. Check this out.
Oh yeah, I saw that with Pelosi.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen. If the apocalypse isn't coming, if God isn't coming, we're screwed. What the hell? That's like they're going after everybody.
Well, the scary thing is, if they do 25th him, you know who's next.
Yes.
And you know who's after that one?
Pelosi?
Yeah.
Really? Dude, God's coming, man.
Might as well get a double-edged screw.
None of it's real. God is on its way. Okay. Okay. I don't know what Paul Priest is talking about. I can have no opinion about it.
I saw something about that. I be honest, and since my bishop will not see this, I really don't read a whole lot of what the Pope is saying right now, just because.
Well,
unless it's something.
You know what they say. Popes say the darndest things.
I mean, the thing is, in the history of the church, we've had good popes, we've had bad popes. I mean, if you read Dante's Inferno, there are popes in hell, and I honestly believe that.
Absolutely. Honestly, I think there's a special place for.
Oh yeah,
betraying betraying God. It's like that's pretty bad.
Well, there's a parable in the New Testament, basically summing up, to whom much is given, much will be demanded. So we would say that the parents will be judged in how they guide their kids. A priest will be judged in how he guides his parish. If he leads them astray, that's going to be bad for him. Same thing with the bishop, and even more for the Pope, because he has 1 billion souls under his leadership.
Listen, I honestly, I disagree with this Pope about many things. I never question his sincerity.
Yeah, I got to be careful what I say. I could talk to you offline.
Okay, fine. Honestly, I don't know enough about it, but listen, whatever. I know Trump has a way of rubbing people up the wrong way.
I will just say, I know when John Paul II died, there were a lot of banners saying sainthood now. I don't think we're going to see that when Pope Francis enters his eternal reward.
They should. He should. What's the process called to be made into a saint?
Well, it's canonization is the official term for the ceremony.
Right. Yeah. No, 100%. I agree. Wow. Yeah, they really should canonize him. Let me see. Dr. Alex is here. Derek McManus is here. You're here. Merck's Eddie. Let me go through the chat. PD Rich is here. Paul Priest is here. Paul Priest has some opinions. I don't know. Chris Ant, it's lovely to see you. I assume you're female because Chris Ant sounds like a feminine, even though it might not be. So, yeah, listen, it's all going down, isn't it? I mean, there's so many things happening at once. Like, what's going to spin out of control first? Will we see anything coming? I don't know.
I gotta show you.
Oh.
Yeah, she's hungry for attention.
Well, my dog's like that as well. She is the polite.
I haven't seen the puppy in a while.
Oh yeah, she's doing good, but again, she's on heat. It's our first time dealing with that. And we're like, whoa, that's a big deal. It's not been happening too much. I'm quite, and it'll be like, and then after she does once, we can get her fixed. Although I think that's a problem in Jewish law. We have to work out a way of doing it. Honestly, I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you, I'm very conflicted about that whole thing, right? I'm very conflicted. I mean, like, I don't know where Jewish law is on that. Also, I would kind of like her to be a mummy, but then I can't put up with I can't look after her and all the puppies. Like, what am I thinking? It's like, there's no way.
There's a Jewish law on spaying your pets?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, you have to, if there's no medical need, like you get around it by selling the animal and somebody and does it to sell an animal to a non-Jew.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just feel bad about it.
I hate to say it, but I'm guilty of kitty abortion because when I got her spayed and she was less than
you told me,
a few months, yeah. It's like this little fur ball is a pain in the butt, but I love her.
I know, I really do though. Yeah, I know, I do love my puppy. It will always be my puppy.
Well, the nice thing about, I was thinking of it the other day. So, I mean, I don't have to take the dog to the vet every time I go away. I don't have to worry about accidents. I'm lazy. I don't want to get up in the middle of the night to let the dog out.
Oh God, no! Listen, we are so bad at toilet training our dog. It's like I'm okay if I walk her at the right times, but oh man, we are always cleaning up pee and poo. I mean, she always. Here's the thing. She always goes to the back door. She's just terrified of using the doggy door. It's like to her, it's a portal into like hell.
Narnia?
Into like hell. You ever seen Hellraiser? Like the Cenobite. Oh, they're good. Oh man, they are good movies.
No, I don't
I'll
really
tell you,
want
there's a PG-13 one where you could get similar by Clive Barker, Nightbreed. That's really freaky.
I'll be honest. I just watched Creepshow for the first time not too long ago and really enjoyed it. I always thought it was when I was a kid, I thought it was a horror movie, and now it's just basically like a Tales from the Crypt movie.
That's exactly what it was.
So
right.
I just recently bought paperbacks of the EC volumes of Tales from the Crypt and some of the horror comics from the 50s. I can't remember if I showed you, but like last week, or 2 weeks ago, I picked up a bunch of these.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you did show me.
I can't remember if I did or not, but I've been working through those, and those are fun.
Yeah, no, I do. I like them. That's back when comics were fun. Were allowed to be fun.
Well, I will say the one, and I was on with Nick Weiser. I don't know if you know him. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser yesterday. DC released a first issue of 6 of Superman 78.
Yeah, I heard it's actually quite good, right?
It is. It is. The artwork. Let me see. I'll bring up the picture since Twitter is being something I can't say because I'll get in trouble for it. But I took a picture of Superman. I mean, just look at that art.
Oh, nice. Hey, what's it? Let me see if I can pull up Twitter. Oh, I got Twitter going.
Okay. Well, it took me 20 minutes. Usually I'm in the back room about maybe 10 minutes before things start. And
right.
I had troubles this morning. I don't know. I got to figure out what's going on. I mean, I had no trouble getting into StreamYard because I had my own StreamYard set up for this afternoon. But when I was trying to get to Twitter, it wouldn't let me.
That's so strange. Do you have good cell service there or not?
Well, I mean, got the router. The router's working, and the scary thing is...
No. From your...
my phone?
Yeah, like, do you get... Is it strong service from that?
I tried logging into the phone, and it still when Twitter was being silly.
No, because I switched to cell service, and it's really good.
Well, I don't do the cell for the internet as much as I can because I have the bandwidth package.
Right. Oh, really? Oh, man, they still do those?
We just kind of switched to unlimited recently, but the thing is, if you use a lot of bandwidth, then even though you have unlimited, it can slow down.
Yeah, okay, I hear that.
So, but other than that, you were asking...
HBO Max?
I do for now.
Okay, you've got to check out The Leftovers while you have it. I'd love to get...
Is that the one with Eccleston in it?
Yes.
Yeah, I read the book. Book 2 years ago.
It's very, very accurate to the book. And then it isn't. I think it's brilliant up until the last episode, which I think they missed the point, right? And I can explain the whole thing if you see it, but if you watch it, it's really good. It's got a slow burn.
I watched the first season because I think it was a free preview of HBO that weekend, and they had it on. I just remember reading the book thinking there's no answers to it.
Well, here's what I think. Anyway, so if you don't know,
and it's been at least 5 years since I've read it, so I don't remember the book.
The Leftovers is it's a book, and the guy who wrote the book also wrote the HBO adaptation of it with David Lindelof. They did this before Watchmen, so it's before the era of woke. And it's essentially what happens if 2% of the world's population mysteriously vanish one day, right? So there's lots of very religious connotations that going on with it, like they raptured, what's going on with it. But you see, and the vibe of the first book definitely is there's some weird religious thing going on that nobody really understands. That's kind of thing. It stars what's the name of the guy?
Eccleston is in it.
Yeah, Eccleston's in it. He's brilliant in it, right? Because he's a priest and he is obsessed that if this is the rapture, how did he stay here? Right? This is impossible. And you have the writing's incredible. You have this episode where it's like his struggle, right? And it's fantastic. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. Just saying, let me pull it up on the Leftovers and see who played the main guy, because he's never been this good in anything else. I keep watching things just because he's in it.
Well, while you're doing that, I don't know if you saw my tweet from like a few days ago. They now have Blake 7 on BritBox over here.
I did. Oh, where are you with that?
Well, I'm still in season 1.
You whereabouts?
7.
Yeah, it's good.
It is. Really I'm enjoying it. But they also really finally just got Ashes to Ashes on.
Sorry?
They also finally just started airing Ashes to Ashes, the sequel to Life on Mars.
Oh, yeah. It's not as good as Life on Mars. I mean, it grew on me. It grew on me. They want to make more Life on Mars now. They forgot they had a good thing going.
I don't know. I mean, it's like if they were to make Firefly again, I don't think it would be good.
Oh God! Well,
I'm not a fan of Serenity, the movie.
No, it was a rushed. What's the word I'm looking at? Rushed finale, right? A rush. Everything was a rush wrapping up. Yeah, it's what we wanted for the Jodie Whittaker era, but they gave her 9 episodes instead. Oh, Lano. Yeah, no, Blake 7's awesome. I just love Blake 7. I wish they would release it with new special effects. There's a fan who's done
doing to it what they did with Star Trek, the original series.
Absolutely, and I so support that, because you know what? I find the dated special effects take me out in the entertainment, right? I find that it like the especially the Star Trek one. It was stuff like there was the one with Devil in the Dark. Just little tiny things like when the was it Horder attacked, it like reared up instead, and like the better effect shots in Enterprise. For me, it just made it better. See, I like Star Trek Continues and stuff like that, where they just have.
I've seen a little bit of that. I don't know if I told you or if you saw, but John Delancey had a contest on his Facebook page last week. He put up like a horror picture and asked if you could name all 40 movies, and the first one that did would get an autograph print of his for half off. So thanks to the magical Google, I was able to find it and just copy and paste. So I ordered one of the poster prints that's going to be autographed by him.
Very cool.
And it should be arriving. Some people were upset, but it's like, you didn't say we couldn't use resources on this.
Of course you can.
It's what Q would do.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. Of course you can.
So, and then I don't know if you saw, but I got my Nerdrotic poster finally framed.
No, which one is that?
That's the Vegas poster.
Oh, right. Very cool.
And then I replaced my Knights of Columbus sword with Kirk.
Let me see. Oh, right. There you did. I can see. Very nice.
So, but I still have the Holy Family between them, and I got Jesus next to Tom Baker.
There you go. I think it's a good crowd of people to be around. So what's going on in the church schedule now?
Not too much. With school started over here,
right,
about a week ago. So with that, in a week or so, we're going to start up our catechism classes, so religious education for the kids. So that's about the only thing really happening over here.
What'd you do with that? Where'd you start?
Well, I mean, it starts with kindergarten, first grade. I mean, basically teaching them the basic prayers, try to teach them the 10 Commandments.
That's cool.
And then, I mean, with confirmation, it's a little bit more in depth. That's one of the sacraments that happens when they get a little bit older.
You know what I'm not sure how you do it in Christianity, but what I always thought was cool was in 10 Commandments, the first two, everybody heard them, right? And then the Israelites like, this is cool. Moses, could you do this instead? We'll just hang back here, right? Because they kept getting killed by it, right? They get killed and their bodies were put back in their bodies, and they were like, it's a bit much, mate. It's a bit much. But because they were experienced outside of time and space, they were out there. Those two are indistinguishable. Like when you write them, there's like, I am the Lord who God, Lord is like this. What? It's just weird, right? You can't separate them. And that again, because I think it was outside of time and space, so there's no linear boundary, but the rest was inside.
Now I'm thinking of Mel Brooks 15.
Yeah, please. I wish it was 10. Bloody hell. 613, mate. 613 categories.
So do you have them all memorized?
No, that's what I have books for. Again, no, you're supposed to know Jewish law, right? That because it gets translated into Jewish law. So you're supposed to have an idea of the laws of kashrut, of speech.
While you're doing that, let me grab my law.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta run into my. There it is.
I am the law. Okay. Matt Potts here. How you doing, Matt? Man, is Australia as crazy as they're saying it is? Because it sounds pretty damn crazy right now, right? Like, you have the media, like, the media is like, oh, he's a terrible person. Wow, okay, that's Code of Canon Law, Latin English edition. There you go.
Just to show you. So English on one side, Latin on the other.
Yeah, cool. Hey, one second. Wonder if they have. Let me look up this. Scroll. Okay, Art Scroll is the premier Hebrew English Jewish learning stuff. There. There it is. Let me see if it's got. See, because we have a 2,000 years of law, there's so many different iterations to go to. We'll go over here.
I'm just looking to see how many canons there are.
I mean, I guess
1752.
I don't. What's a canon? I don't even know what a canon is.
So basically, it's laws regarding the running of a parish, sacraments, mass, liturgy, finances, all the things that basically running the church.
Right. Okay. Fine. So this one. Okay. So this thing is here. This thing is called the Talmud. This is how many? 73 volumes long. This is the. This is essentially the one of the earliest parts of the law. The earliest codifications. So you weren't allowed to write it down, but then lots of people were being killed. This was done in a more crib note form in this called the Mishnah. Oh, maybe I should have showed you an interior page.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So this is that one, but do we have an interior page? Yeah, let me click on this one. No, really, man, that's stupid of them. But I mean, there's just so many volumes throughout time of different codification. There's the Torah comes after that, and then there's Shulchan and Mishnah Brewer. It goes. What ones they have? I don't know. But yeah, so you can get the Talmud though. This is their big bestseller. You get it in Hebrew English, modern Hebrew Talmudic, I should say, French Talmudic, and this is the other Talmud. This is the Jerusalem one. Sorry, this is the Babylonian one. See how it's too complicated to bloody talk about, quite frankly. So there you go.
Well, that's why if you want to be so in the Catholic Church, we have lawyers called canon lawyers, which go to school to study this thing. So
right,
they're the ones that are the experts in the law.
Is there like a Catholic legal journal that comes out?
I'm sure that there is, but because I'm not a lawyer, I wouldn't really know what the name is.
Right.
I know that there's a Catholic. Well, there's a Catholic law practice that. So, like the Colorado baker that's being sued for not baking the same-sex cake or the transgender cake, they might represent people like that or priests that need to be represented for matters of church issues.
That's a great TV show. Why don't they make a TV? Wouldn't that every week?
I think no. We had that with Father Dowling Mysteries.
Okay.
Father Brown.
But this feels more like contemporary. It'll be I don't know, faith and folly rather than.
Well, the example that's coming to mind right now would be the priest in Wisconsin that the bishop said, stop being involved in politics because he made the video last year that said you can't be a Catholic and a Democrat. And the thing is,
I disagree with it, but maybe keep it to yourself.
Well, I may agree with it. It's just the way he went about doing it and basically saying if you vote for Democrats, you're going to go to hell. I mean, it's very imprudent.
Right, though.
But that's not the role of a priest.
I understand that, but that is what can I say? Judeo-Christian outlook, right? Honestly. There's no, and if you suspected it, you will prove right. And if you didn't suspect it, boy, I do feel bad now because that's exactly what it has led to, right?
Well, I'm just noticing a comment.
Satanic.
I'm noticing a comment I do want to respond to from
which one?
Paul Priest, the last one.
Basically,
nothing to do with doctrinal or morals or divine worship, and that's true. There is a thing in the Book of Prayers that we do for Mass called the Germ, the General Instruction of the Roman Missal, which is even more detailed on how the sacrament should be done. So,
because normally Germans aren't that detail orientated.
It's not no. Germ, GIRM, General Instruction Roman Missal.
Oh, I thought it was a Roman branch or whatever. No. Okay, fine.
No.
I thought it was like some Roman monastery or something.
No. So what we would say is, as Catholics, we are broken up into 27 different, and I'll spell the word because I'll mispronounce it, RITES, rites. Not like you have a right, but rites. So there's the Latin rite, of which I'm a member, and that's what most Catholics are. But there are things like the Ambrosian rite, Melkites, Byzantines, the Eastern rites. But we're all Catholic. We all believe the same thing. It's just the way the liturgies are done may be different.
Yeah, okay.
So a little bit more information that I probably need to share.
No, I find the inner workings of other religions fascinating. I really do. I'm always interested by it, especially ones that have been about.
Oh, I did see this also. Priests in Costa Rica were suspended and sent to psychiatric treatment for saying the Novus Ordo in Latin. That would be a Catholic issue. Yeah.
Sent for psychiatric treatment?
Well,
that sounds a bit much.
It's kind of some of the politics that's going into the church right now, especially with Pope Francis. He issued a document recently restricting who can say, and Again, I don't think you're going to be seeing the banners saying sainthood now when he dies.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. What can I do? I don't know. He seems reasonably healthy. I don't want to tell you. Do you think that it's he's a pope that's influenced by the stream the world is going in, or is this he feels that way himself?
It's hard to say. I mean, I can't judge the man.
I mean, if the world was going a different direction, would he go in a different direction, you think?
Well, you have to remember, he took the name Francis after St. Francis of Assisi.
Right.
And St. Francis was a very environmentally nature-loving saint. And Francis was a very good man. I mean, his order, the Franciscans, are still around today.
Right.
It's just, when you're teaming up with Greta Thunberg,
it's a problem. I hear it.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. I read that he was trying to negotiate with the Taliban, and it's like, I'm really hoping.
Dude. Don't.
I mean, the Pope would be the head infidel, I would say.
Yeah. Don't trust them.
I don't.
It's like it's Biden, mate. Listen, he's lost it. Okay, I tell you, it's like, I mean, it's good. I think they're trying to work out how to get rid of him, right? Don't you?
No, I mean, forcing him out. Who? Pope Francis or Biden?
Biden.
I'd be surprised if it happens. I mean, honestly, I thought they'd give him a year and a half before they tried a 25th Amendment.
But no, the Afghanistan is a.
But if things really go even worse over the next few days, I think you could.
They are going to go worse over the next few days.
Who knows what's going to be like this time next week? I'm scared.
Afghanistan was I think probably the biggest national disaster for America.
But the thing is, as I said yesterday, we hadn't lost anybody in over a year and a half. I mean, there hasn't been anybody killed in a year and a half over there.
Oh, you're saying so the bombing is the biggest national disaster? Okay, well, I mean, sorry.
It's not saying that things were perfect, but I mean, I don't think anything is going to be perfect. I understand. But we prevented things from going to hell over there.
No, you did. And listen, the reason this is going down is the pullout was done moronically.
Yeah.
We all know this, right? It's like, this is the reason it's going. I can't stand. Biden keeps saying, Trump made the deal, and firstly, you haven't followed through any deal. Secondly, you haven't followed any of the tenets of the deal. Thirdly, the deal is predicated on them being afraid of the United States of America, which they are not.
When did Biden ever follow what Trump did? I mean, you look at what he did on the border and all that stuff.
And can you stop saying, the buck stops with me, it's Trump's fault? For God's sake, in the same breath.
And no offense,
make up your floating mind, weirdo.
Stop bringing up your dead son.
Oh God. I mean, but I think he's becoming more and more of an embarrassment. I do think he's going to be a political assassination. I think he's making the wrong people. Not like physically, not actually killed, but I think they're going to find a way of getting rid of it.
There's no way he makes it to the next 4 years. I mean, the thing that makes me upset is the media hated Trump so bad over the last 4 years. It was a combination of the hatred for Trump and Stop Bernie Sanders is the reason Biden was the nominee.
Yeah, and that's why the media have turned on him, because he made them look stupid. See, being Trump fans, we're used to being made to look stupid by the person we like. This is a whole new thing for them. This is the first time we're actually seeing the consequences of their idiot incompetency. All right, and it's like they look the other way by the border, right?
Now I gotta ask him. Have you seen the movie Being There?
Yes.
That's what I feel like we have in charge right now.
No, that felt much more divine. if a satanic being there, really, maybe I don't know. I think if it's satanic, though, you're going to be more.
Well, I mean, more like we got a simpleton at the head.
Yeah, he's a figurehead. Although, again, he's got.
Well, I mean, the thing is, he said, I've been instructed on who to call. It's like who, at the beginning of his press, who told you to call on these people?
Here, 1 second. Let me see if I got this video still. I can't remember. This is a great Biden video. Let me find it for you.
I don't know if you saw the one where they're doing the Deo dance.
Yeah, who was doing that? Oh my god, I got that as well. No, I'm not doing that one.
You got Camilla in the background doing the dance too, and like the.
Here, this is our Commander in Chief, ladies and gentlemen. Here, just opening up, thinking about it. And there you go.
What must be what?
Immigration. A pathway for citizenship.
There needs to be a pathway for citizenship. Whether it can be an immigration remains to be seen.
Don't they seem to be a bit programmed?
The thing is, if this was happening, if everything was happening the way it is under Trump, they'd be impeaching him.
Yeah. But here's the thing. It's getting so bad they can't credibly ignore it anymore. The optics of Afghanistan has killed them.
And even if
it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Even if he survives politically for the next 4 years, there's no way he's going to get reelected. I mean, he's going to be 81, 82 in 2024.
You got to remember, elections don't really matter anymore. Like, oh, look, here's 100,000 million mail-in ballots. Don't look at them. Don't look. Oh, look, they're all Biden.
Look at that. Demonetized, so I guess it doesn't make a difference.
Well, that's what happened.
I know. It's really hard to believe that. Anyway,
there's never going to be a free election again. I don't even know why they're scared now.
Well, the thing that is like, I think it was Tuesday, we kept waiting for him to come out and talk, and when he did, it was like he spent more time talking about this budget thing that they passed than what was going on in Afghanistan.
Right.
Basically taking a victory lap that they're spending like $3 trillion.
Did you see the clip of Harris was in Singapore or somewhere,
and she's laughing?
No. And the reporter asked the question, a two-part question. Do you feel with the events in Singapore that has lowered the ability of the United States to be able to protect its allies and be do you not feel like you're a non-credible ally at the moment? And to the Prime Minister of Singapore, do you feel, is this a problem with us moving forward with the relationship? Just ask the question, like right in front of her. Which was
I've got a fun one for you. Whose cackle is worse, Hillary or Kamala?
They're both pretty evil.
Yep.
Okay, here's the difference, right? Hillary has done more evil, right? So it's that sounds in you can hear it, like Kamala has a potential for more evil, and the avarice for it. So it could go either way, right? It depends if you're looking future or you're looking back. But that is the that's the difference. Fine. We're at the hour. We are going to
apologize for the screw up at the beginning. Yeah. It's just Twitter was so screwed up. I rebooted the computer, then I rebooted the router, then I tried the iPhone, I tried the iPad,
I'm sorry.
Well, no, I just it's the perfectionist in me that wants to be there right on time.
Yeah.
And when it's not going there, it's like I'm going nuts.
These things happen. These things. Yeah, what can you do? Look. Cole Bush in Miami. Everything is from the hand of heaven, as we say in Israel.
So
very good. Fine. And also, when I started, I couldn't get the intro to play.
I saw that.
It was a weird time. Fine. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again. Oh, subscribe. Well, I haven't hit the second one. I just want to say subscribe to 5 Minutes Channel and join us tonight.
I'm streaming at 3 o'clock Central this afternoon.
3 o'clock Central for Friday afternoon stretch. Check it out. Have yourselves a fantastic day. The end broadcast button's going. The Wizzy Wheel was